entire round goes by with non-playoff drivers winning, that could continue tomorrow when you got guys like SVG and Allmendinger in it. How surprised are you to see that happen?
Not surprised at all. And I think the odds of someone winning this not in the playoffs are fairly high with everything going on this weekend. Obviously you have great road racers like SVG, but when you're not worried about the points and you're not worried about the stage ends, it really can set you up in a good spot for for the next stage. So wouldn't be surprised if you had the whole round go that way.
And also we're looking at guys like Ross Chastain and Stenhouse who won, and
sure,
a few breaks here and there, they'd be playoff drivers.
Yeah, exactly.
How are things at home with the Hurricane?
We were extremely fortunate. Obviously Asheville is not far away, and if you draw a straight line, so we were extremely on the fortunate end of that things were a little east of us, but just hate it for the devastation that has gone on up there. I think so. For me, living in the Southeast most all my life, you kind of let your guard down a little bit on those storms because it's always going to be so bad, and then you just get a little rain for a couple days. So honestly, I think it was an extreme wake-up call for a lot of the Southeast and just how bad things can actually be, if the perfect storm does come along. And I was certainly guilty of that. I didn't think a lot of it, and boy, was I wrong. So I hate that. I hate what happened, and glad to see that those folks are finally getting some help.
What do you think of Greg Biffle's efforts flying relief supplies in by helicopter?
Yeah, heard a lot about that. Thought it was really cool, and a lot of admiration for that. I know that doing that type of flying is not easy, especially in an unfamiliar area, and with all the terrain and power lines being down and so on and so forth, just not really knowing exactly where things were and what they are. So a lot of respect to him for going to do that, and number one, wanting to help, and then two, going and executing it safely and doing a good job at it.
What are your thoughts on the 1010's motor?
Sorry.
With the change in the DVP, are you trying to figure out, okay, who gets towed first and all these things that could be involved in it, or do you just okay, whatever they do, they're going to do, and I'm just going to drive and whatever scoring?
Yeah, I mean, that is so. You're stuck. If you have flat tires and number one, it's unfortunate that if you have flat tires, that causes you to not be able to go anywhere without help. So you're at the mercy of the track workers at that point, and I don't know what you. I don't know that you can do anything other than just try to be patient and hope they can give you a tow and let the teams assess things and not put those guys in a position where they have to make a judgment call. I think is probably the best course of action.
Do you feel like the enforcement of that going forward with the playoffs, with 5 races left, instead of waiting for the end of the year, do you feel like they made the right call enforcing it differently?
It's changed so much since this car came along. Early on you had guys being towed back to pit road a lot, and then obviously that changed, and then last week they towed a few of us back. So I think when you look at just the overall situation, it's a car design flaw, number one. So the first thing to do would be to fix the actual root cause problem and not be put in this position in the first place. That would be my vote.
This is Custom Pat Chats. But what makes us custom? Well, that actually begins with you. We're just bringing your unique vision to life. No knockoffs, no lookalikes. Your design is one of a kind. We know hats, we know design, and we know quality. The proof? It's in our production. Hand-stitched with precision and care, with brands you know and trust. A one-of-a-kind patch deserves a one-of-a-kind treatment, all the way to your doorstep. It's how we keep it custom.
Jared Haas with Frontstretch.com. Come back soon. for more great racing videos. And if you like us, make sure to hit that subscribe button.